Oh, I'm live. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to check the levels here and get me in the game. I should not have gone live quite yet. Oh well. Hopefully it doesn't crash, which it seems want to do. But it looks like there's nobody here anyway, so I'm all alone. I left my water over there. Alrighty. Alrighty. So where are we? Oh, back in here. Yeah, first the spot where I always start. The time is 8 o'clock. United Kingdom time. It is the 29th of August 2018. Is there anything interesting in the news today? Can't say that I can think of much. Some stuff about mental health in the UK. Apparently, young children are less happy today than they have been back in 2009. So in the last 10 years, child unhappiness has diminished. I think a lot of people, certainly me included, suspect maybe social media might be responsible. There have been a lot of fingers being pointed at social media over the time. Yeah, I suppose that could be a contributor. Personally, I never had social media when I was a kid, mostly because I didn't have too many friends. That's not true, actually. I had plenty of friends, and I had a MySpace, so I just lied. It was just a straight up lie, is what that was. I'm just trying to make this a little bit lighter on the top because it's so heavy that it doesn't really look like a tree anymore, more like some kind of crab or something. So. Break the branches down even more than they already are. That branch looks kind of cool, but the base of it here is just so chunky it has to go down. Just a little bit less chunky. And let's build it out a little bit. Like, making smaller branches is fine. It's just these big, thick ones that need to be trimmed. Trim the branches, which is essentially what I'm doing. I'm basically, is it Tuparius? Tuparian. Topiary-man. Topiarist. Maybe it's a topiarist. The guy who trims hedges. It's called a topiary. When you have, like, nicely trimmed hedges. That look like peacocks and things. Maybe it is a topiarist. A topiarist. Looks like this whole section here can go, actually. It's kind of hanging down, which is weird. Branches don't usually do that too much. Yes, that's good. Take a little bit out of here. And let's see if we can get another branch on here, maybe. Just up like that. Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. But we're still real chunky boys in places here. So let's separate these branches. Maybe separating them is actually not such a good idea, thinking about it. But we can take the bottom off of this. I just want to. There's some real bulk on the top here. I just don't like that. So I'm gonna try and whittle it down a little. Is anybody out there? Hello. Do make yourselves known. because I need to know whether my chat is working, and I suspect maybe it's not, or maybe you guys are just quiet. Never can tell. Cool. And we have a little bit of a gap. Should have a little bit of a gap in here, I think. Let's see now. See if that's improved it any amount. Yeah, it's a little bit better, I think. And we can see that it's still so chunky up here. Such a chunky branch. Hello, or Horus Impala. I do love the Microsoft name generator. I was about to share my Xbox Live name, but I don't want to do that in case of stalkers. Hello, Potato Gamer 1 as well. How are you two doing this morning? Yeah, how are you? Let's see here. Just trying to make this branch a little bit less chunky, which is a tricky prospect actually, because it's requiring good kind of visualization of how to make this look not chunky. Because look, we're getting these kind of squares through it now, which we don't want. That's nice. Where are you guys from? Personally, I am out here in the UK, London-ish. Let me show you, friend. So it's part of a much larger build, but we're on the side of the build, so there's a lot more stuff through there. So we've got this kind of coastline at the moment. That's kind of what I'm working on. And it comes out to here. We have this kind of these titles. I'm not sure what they're called. Stacks, I think. Do you have? Are you a sovereign citizen? Is that it? Citizen of my house. Thank you, friend. I try. So, I think we're about ready actually to put water back in. I think we're nearly done with this area. Oh, Oklahoma. That's somewhere in the middle, right? What I'm going to do is actually just lift around the base a little. So let's just do that. And whoops. So this will just it's not much, but it's a little bit better than nothing. To kind of blend a little bit into the sandy base. I think I want to do something with the base as well, the sand, just to make it a little bit less smooth. I mean, I know it's flat, and that's difficult to deal with, really. I don't want to spend a lot of time working on, you know, subaquatic sea that no one will ever see, as it were. Oh, I know it's in the USA, but is it? Yeah, is it kind of Midwest, or am I just wrong about that? You know, I'm not going to bother with the sand, actually. We'll just leave it at that. And so we are going to need to put some, I think, some small foliage on here. So let's go for a few. Oh yeah, I was going to go for ferns and things, wasn't I? So let's grab a couple of ferns, and I think I had a dead shrub as well. Cool. What is that? Dragon's breath. Dead bush. Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe. What do they make, like corn and stuff? Oh, this doesn't work here. Funny. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna spread around some of these ferns, because I don't want it to be, considering that we're like out here in the sea, I don't want it to be kind of too lush. I want it to be kind of a bit, yeah, rubbish. Well, I'm actually going to put a few bushes in as well. So let's do that. Actually, be tree, jungle bush, and with these we can just put a few in. Obviously I don't want to put too many because I don't want it to look like lush and green, but I think a few can you know, add a little bit of greenery to it, which is kind of what we need. I'm struggling to come up with a good way of doing it that isn't bushes, so bushes seems like a good solution. Yes. Oh gosh. Itchy nose. Annoying thing about having an itchy nose is that there's no way of scratching it without looking like you're picking your nose. Is there anyone on YouTube? Is YouTube there? Hello? Because I'm only seeing Mixer. Maybe it's only Mixer tuning in today. It's kind of funny. So I'm streaming on more than one platform, and various platforms are switched on, and various platforms are switched off at any one time, which is kind of an interesting thing that happens. I think there's very much a snowballing effect with streaming. The more viewers you have, of course. But the more viewers are exposed to your stream, and the more viewers watch. So yeah, it's very much a snowballing effect. And if you have viewers on one platform but not on the other, then you can have many viewers on YouTube, say, and none on Mixer or Twitch or whatever. Oh, I am on YouTube, am I? That's good. I don't know if maybe I'm missing the chat from the YouTubers. Yeah. I'm primarily streaming on YouTube, but I'm also streaming here on Mixer. So usually most of my viewers are on YouTube. And actually I have quite a large channel. Historically, it's not such a large channel anymore. But I mean, I have a few million hits on YouTube, so I have a historically large channel on YouTube. Less big these days. Cool King. Hello, friend. How are you today? So let's see. I kind of want to put. I'm going to put a chest up here. I'm not going to put anything. Oh, they changed the way this looks. Interesting. I'm not going to put anything in the chest because I'm not sure what kind of an adventure map this is going to be yet. But that's going to be there because yeah, obviously there's going to be something here. My YouTube channel is the same. Same name, YMGARL. That's Yngarl. Which, yes, it's a funny name, I know, haha, so strange, but there you go. And I'm actually gonna, I think I'm gonna grab some grass as well, because just these ferns isn't enough. So I don't want leaves. What am I looking for? What am I trying to say? I don't want flowers. That's what I don't want. So I'm not gonna put any flowers in, but. Yeah, these will work kind of nice. Actually, I did have an idea for flowers, didn't I? Thinking about it, I was going to put some specific flowers on. So I think flowers can be quite nice, actually, but obviously you got to use them in moderation. But yeah, go for it. Tell me, friend. I'm sure it's something that is juvenile and unfunny, and I'll need to ban you for it. Unless it's not. Sorry, in that case, but. Oh, hello, Angel. I guess you came over from. Mixer then. Funny, there's no one in YouTube today. I'm just gonna spread the grass basically at random. Thank you, friend. I hope to see you around more. Maybe I think if you stick around for a little while, you should see some more of the regular viewers who are quite a chill crowd. It's kind of a nice kind of chilled out vibe. And let's come through here. I think we'll be about done with the vegetation here. Yeah, so you get a little bit of kind of scrubby vegetation on there, but nothing too severe. Maybe a small tree would work, actually. Let's get a little dark oak. So to do that, we'll want a dark oak. We'll do dark oak. You can tell me in public, whatever it is. Cool kink. We need to have a little party. Oh, okay. Wow, that's a real ugly tree. Let's not have that one. Too big. I want like a smallish one that looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's good enough. And now he looks all lonely, so I think we're going to have a second one. Someone's standing right outside my window. Hopefully they're not listening. It's so, actually it's so grim in the UK today that I have to have the window completely open. I have some blinds in front of me, and normally I'm using those to kind of let the right amount of light in, but it's so dark and dingy outside, so rainy, that I've had to just open it fully, so anybody can see me looking like an idiot through the window. Well, I mean, I guess it's worse because, I mean, anyone on the internet can see me too, so I guess people in real life isn't quite so bad. So that's nice. I want to put in some different colours, so let's do that. Here's how I'm going to do it. I want to do andesite, actually. Sorry, diorite. I'm going to do a B, sphere, andesite 3. It's not a B, it's a BR, and we do mask stone. And what I'm going to do, let's put it in just at the water level. I'm just going to go along. Oh, wrong. This is the wrong stone, but it's going to work fine. It's just adding a bit of detail, which is good. I'm actually tempted to maybe try put some kind of seaweed and stuff on, because I've done that elsewhere, and that looks pretty cool. So maybe we can do that. You can't actually see what's happening here because it's kind of faint. As well, I'm sure you're aware. Diorite doesn't really look too much different from andesite. Doesn't really look too much different from stone. What else? What should we do here? Yeah, I was thinking about seaweed, making some green, but maybe I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, you know what? I might just put the water in, and we'll call this area kind of done for now. Any more to do over here? Well, this whole area needs some TLC, but I can do that later. So let's grab pos 1 here. Fly all the way over here. And go down here. Ooh. I wish there was a quicker way. Am I flying still? Yeah. Yeah, I need to remember that you can't fall down in water in the same way. You've got to fly down. Let's have a look. What happened? I don't know what happened, but maybe it'll work. Place air, water. So I think there is a way to nudge the selection. Nudges it? Push? Alright, well, we'll try again. I'll have to just go over here. I missed a second. Anyway. Post 1. Okay. There we go. So we got the water in the right level. Perfect. And yes, all the way around. Looks, yes, good. Hopefully there were no subaquatic caves anywhere, because they will now be all full of water, but I don't think I have any of those, so... Oh, I missed a spot. Yes. Oh, don't do this to me. Just missing a little bit at a time. No, that was wrong. Raised it too high. Alright, this time. And there we go. All done. I can kill the selection. Cool, cool, cool. I'm tempted to put a little tree on top as well. Let's just see if we can do that. I mean, I hate doing it, but building small trees got to be done sometimes. Faraway storm. Welcome, friend. I hope you're doing well today. Where are you from? Oh gosh. You know what? Maybe we could just leave it kind of just super wretched looking. So it's been so battered by storms that it's just kind of dead, like completely dead. There's like nothing left. I mean, that looks pretty wretched. Whatever. I'm bored with that. Let's have a look. I want to see what this actually looks like here. Oh yeah, that's nice. So yeah, cool. That's I'd say it's a satisfactory little coastal element there. Next thing will be working on this area here. Oh, the vines look a little bit different now, don't they? They look a lot nicer, actually. So yeah, I think next thing will be the cliff here. Hello, Magician Mac. Good morning, friend. How are you today? I can use a lift brush, and we're just gonna. Actually, let's go for the old-fashioned. We'll go for the cliff brush. Let's just try this out. Whoops. So we want to put it down there, I think. Yeah. Okay. Here's how we'll do this. We need to use a much bigger brush. So let's use a 6. This is a big brush. So what this should allow us to do is just quickly create a little bit of a cliff edge. Yes, that worked quite well. Put it in here, and I think we'll have to leave it at that because it's getting a bit too big now. So maybe if we size it down actually. If we go down to size 4, we might be able to fit a couple more in. Yes, okay. I'm doing just fine. Doing this stream, so it's always a good morning if I can find the time to stream. That's way better. Really picks up the what I'm looking for. Just a lot more interesting than that big round rock shape that we did have. So we still got the lift brush on here, and I want to make. I want to bring around. Actually, let's make a little bit of a kind of a cliff here, so we get kind of almost a wall of stone here. I'm gonna lift up what I've got and make it into a bit more of a cliff. So this area is going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a bit messy. It's kind of just a border area more than anything. Or maybe I don't want to do that because I want to have this be visible. I mean, it's visible from over here. I guess it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. We don't need to worry about that if it's visible from the main viewpoint. Go in here, and this is going to give us some more... I'm not sure what exactly this is going to do, apart from just make this a little bit more of an interesting shape overall. I like the way that vines no longer seem to have an unlimited range, and so we do have these super cool. Like this is kind of what I was hoping it would look like. Like really cool, very nice. Very nice vinage. Oh yes, I do need to do. I know I'm getting distracted here, but I'm very slowly working through this beach and slowly smoothing it out because it's too much to do in one go. So I'm just kind of punching it a little bit as and when I spot it. So let me just do a couple minutes on this little beach here. Because this is the best way apparently of building beaches, is just punch in the sand. And you can quote me on that. It's big, dynamic, maybe not the right word, but big and interesting shape. Emo Dragon. Hello, friend. Yeah, let's leave that for now. Come back to it at a later point. Anyway, I was focusing on this little cliff edge here. So let's keep on with that. And yeah, I think it looks pretty okay. So just gonna pull around at the top and just try and make it more like an overhang a little bit. Square off the top a little. Do it all the way along here as well, where we've just put that cliff edge in. And with any luck... Alright, I'm gonna do a... the blend bowl. B. Just 3 B's, there's too many B's there. Yes, mod-wise, client side, I have the Optifine mod. Optifine allows you to do some stuff with shaders and things, so I have Optifine with Sonic Ether's Unreal Shaders, that's SEUS. That's why the game looks the way that it does. And on the server side, I'm using FAWE, F-A-W-E, Faster, World Edit. It also has Voxel Sniper. So this, what I'm doing at the moment, is using a Voxel Sniper brush, which makes things a lot quicker and is very useful for terraforming. Cool. So now we're going to do grass over here. So we're going to do a VE overlay, V1. And use grass, and we're going to just use a slightly bigger brush. These mods, or not obviously, but mods are only available for the PC version of Minecraft. You may be aware, you probably are aware. And if you do have a PC version and you are interested in learning these mods, then this is probably a good place to do it. I don't know anybody else who's streaming using the kind of created mods. Then again, there are plenty of other guides around that will teach you, so if you are interested in learning more, you can. There's plenty of resources around. Well, actually, I don't know, I say plenty, there's a few, there's enough. Yes, so these mods only work for the PC. It's the Java version only at this point, and I don't think I don't know. I'm not sure whether or not the new Bedrock version is going to support server-side mods or not. I suspect it might, actually. I mean, if everybody's playing together, it might be the case that it supports server-side mods. We'll have to see. So maybe in the future, you might be able to use these the server-side mods. I don't think they'll support client-side mods, unfortunately, on the Xbox. That's what you're thinking about, I assume. Oh, you can get mods on the Pocket Edition, can you? Interesting. Okay. Well, clearly I'm talking out of my talking out of the ass because I don't know what I'm talking about. So, Law Drapplecraft. Is your name Drapple? It's quite the mouthful. So I'm gonna just run over this real quick with do a B E smooth maybe, and just quickly. Whoops. I'm gonna use an additive one. Whoops. And I'm just going to quickly do this just to kind of get a smoother surface on the top. I should have done this before, I don't know why I didn't. So it's going to just smooth things down a little. And then we can go over it again with the grass overlay. So kind of a waste of time to do the grass overlay before this. I should have thought about that, but oh well. You live and you learn. Well, actually no, in my case you don't learn, because I've been doing this for a long time and I should know better. And that will be about it for this area with the smooth brush, I think. So we'll swap back over to the overlay brush, and we'll do a B7 again, and we'll just real quick cover this area. It's a lot better now though. Yes, good, good, good. And there we are. So that gives a nice finish to that. So let's just review, make sure it looks, yeah, looks just fine. Looks good, in fact. And I suppose the next thing will be to complete the maybe the terrain in this area. I just covered the ground with grass there, probably. Oh well. So let's go for some. I think I'm going to go for jungle terrain here, and get it all the way up as well. So this whole region will be jungle. So when I'm doing jungle, I like to start with the big trees. Actually, I generally start with the bushes so you can see the big trees, so you can see like each layer as it builds up. But yeah, let's start with the bushes. The tree, jungle bush. So got to be a little bit careful with these actually, because they can do damage to existing wooden structures because of the way that tree generation works. They sometimes do not respect existing wooden objects, so just got to be careful not to hurt my big trees. Not that it matters too much, of course, because I mean no one's going to investigate too closely to see. Oh wait, this bush is slightly growing through the tree. Not going to care that much. Coming down here could be nice. I think actually dark oak, maybe a few dark oaks down here as well. Jungle at the top. So I'm just trying to keep these in kind of a little bit clusters, because if they're spread too evenly it looks a bit weird, and if they're spread too thinly it looks a bit weird, so I find clusters of them works the best. We're going to need a lot more as well. Alrighty, so next thing I'm going to go for, let's go with dark oak, because I love dark oak, I want to get those in. here as well. Maybe through here. Whoops, that's a lot. Too much. We'll leave those two as is. Okay, I think that's enough dark oak for this area. And let's go now with small jungle. The next one up. Small jungle. And I'm going to scatter these around kind of essentially everywhere. I do want to be careful not to kind of, again, either damage the existing trees or to kind of join with them, because I think that looks a bit bad. You know, I don't want a big, I don't want another small tree that just kind of shoots up and just joins the main tree, because that looks a bit weird. Oops, that's on a floating block. Oh well. And get a few more of these in. And maybe on the edges here. Bash bosh. And there we go. So let's go now for regular jungle trees. They are the big ones. So we need to be careful that they don't join with the existing trees. So there, for example, it joins the existing tree, and I don't want that. There we go. That's better. It's distinct. Looks good. And another one. There we go. Both nice and kind of distinct. Jerome, hello! How are you this morning, friend? How's your job? You're working at the McDonald's now, right? You just started, I think. Is that correct? There's a lot. In terms of mods, it's actually kind of tricky. Tricky to find a good source of mods. But I mean, they're all over the place. If you search for it, you might be able to find something. You need to. I don't know. Actually, to be honest, maybe I'm the wrong person to ask. I just knew which mods I needed and kind of searched them out. I don't know if there is a good. I haven't been able to find actually a good like repository for all the mods, fortunately. Welcome, Big D-lish. It's a great name. So it's looking a bit anemic. This forest needs more. Let's just compare with what we got over here. Yeah, it definitely needs more. So let's go for some small jungle again. Tomorrow I begin my day in McDonald's Rush. What's tomorrow is that? Wait, you're ahead a little bit, right? So, what day is it tomorrow for you? Tomorrow is Thursday. Okay, I guess maybe is it Friday? Is it very busy on a Friday? So I'm gonna keep spamming these trees pretty much everywhere. Actually, I really want a really kind of thick jungle, since that's what we got over here. I think it looks quite nice. Let's get a big one in here, actually. In fact, maybe we can fit a couple big ones. There's one. And two. Nice. Alrighty, and last thing, we're going to go for more jungle bushes. Yes, I think this is going to be a map. If you're interested, actually, since you seem mildly interested, Here is the region that I'm working on right now. Whoa, that was nearly bad. I did not do that. So there's the area that I was just working on is over the other side of those trees, and there's a lot more kind of stuff over here. See, there's a mountain here and there's a big beach over this side. It keeps going that way for quite a long way, but this area here is what I'm mainly working on at the moment, which is nice little area. I'm nearly done with it actually. I've just got this last section over here to complete, and then this area will be complete. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, completion means that you can stand here in the viewpoint, and you can look around, and you will just see a constructed map everywhere. Hello, two gamers. How are you this morning, friend? Or afternoon, or whatever time it is where you are. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna spread bone meal all over this area. Because, oh wait, wasn't I gonna put more bushes? Maybe I was gonna put more bushes first. Let's finish the bushes actually. Got a few bushes to do. In these places where it's looking particularly bare. Just gonna bush it up. Alrighty. Have fun. I'll see you when I see you, Jerome. Right. Bone meal all over. Yeah, basically just going to spread bone meal on the whole area. I must have said that so many times. One of the least exciting parts of Minecrafting is bone mealing. Thank you for following. Park. Constant Park. Is that that must be a Mixer generated name, is it? I assume it is, because it's a bit weird if it's not. I think Mixer and Xbox Live generate some great names. As I say, I would share my Xbox Live tag, but I'm scared people will stalk me, so I'm not going to do that. I don't want people randomly adding me, but it's a great randomly generated one. I think it must be the same generator. I'm pretty sure. Why would it not be? I mean, it is still owned by Microsoft, isn't it? In fact, do they integrate? Do the Mixer tags and the Xbox Live tags the same tag? I guess it must be actually. There's no reason not to, I assume. A lot of people on Mixer use their Xbox for streaming actually. Yeah, I thought so. Alrighty, we get some grass in here. And I suppose I'll grass this area too. On the way across the middle. And there we have goes through here. Oh goodness me. So we've naturalized this coastline area here a little bit. Now hopefully if we back out, so this is now part of that larger build, and it's all in shadow because of where the sun is, and I'm not moving the sun, so can't really see so well. Look good though, looks nice. Oh, is it? Okay. It's funny, I would have thought it would be the same, but guess not. So, what's next? I think I'm just gonna do a few seconds on the beach, because you know, a little bit at a time, we'll get there. This darned beach. Thank you, friend. You have a great day too, and I'm here same time every day for about an hour and a half. And you are very welcome to join or to not join. It's all very chill. Hello, Tokay. Good morning, friend. How are you this morning? Hope you've been well. Yeah, we're definitely smoothing it down a lot. It's getting a lot closer to a nice smooth beach. Maybe it's time to do this area. Maybe over here. Maybe we could do some gross terraforming over here. Difficult to know what to do. I might just have a go with the rock brush and really kind of map out where we're going to have some next bit of terrain. On the stream, I have been working through this area, kind of populating the tops of this what I built yesterday. So that's what we got now. I think I'm gonna go for some big rocks and kind of map out where the rest of this area is going to be. Yeah, why not? So I'm going to do B, R, rock, stone. Like size 10 maybe, 90 eccentricity. And let's try that out. It's not big enough. Let's do size 20. This is going to be a huge one, so... Boom. Yes, I think that's probably about the size that I used before. So with these I can real quick just add some nice non-uniform ground, which is kind of what I want. And just like basically plopping pebbles in the ocean. Sploosh. How's your day yesterday? Or today? Wait, is it the morning or the evening there? I always forget. It must be the evening, right? I'm thinking not desert for now. Here's actually what I'm imagining. I've just had an idea. A brainwave, if you will. We could have double rivers here. One on each side of this viewpoint. And so we'll have kind of basically essentially an island surrounded by two rivers, which are coming from over here. But I mean, that's going to require a lot of work. I think a mountain here might be what we need, actually. Another mountain. Maybe an even bigger mountain. Am I crazy? Should we do an even bigger mountain? Yeah, I think we should. Maybe not right now, actually. But, yeah. A giant ass mountain. Interesting here, you can see the way this rock has been generated. Very odd behavior sometimes, these rocks. Oh, it's the afternoon. How's your day been this morning then? Hope you've had a good day. Anything exciting happened to you? Did anything exciting happen to me yesterday? Nothing too exciting. Alrighty. You know what? I might try building an entire mountain out of rocks. This is going to be a crazy prospect. You know, I'm going to start it now. Screw it. I don't have to... Actually, no, I keep saying that, but I mean, I've done the whole thing in this clockwise order, so I shouldn't really skip. I'm in two minds about it. I mean, what we could do is make this kind of super rocky and just kind of basically skimp out and cheat on it by just being like, ha, it's rocky, guys. It's rocky. It's rocky. We don't need to do any work. But I think rocky could be cool, actually, like big kind of rock boulders in the water. So I'm going to do cylinder, air, the 30-30, mask, water. What's happened there? Oh, nothing. It's okay. We're all good. So... suck up all the water. I know I just put the water back in, but I'm going to get rid of it again. And in this way we can kind of clear a nice area here. And I'm going to start, I think, with big rocks, and then I'm going to build up the smaller rocks. And let's do this whole area here as much as we can. Yeah. So that'll do. So this was this brush the one that I used? I don't know. Let's use a 1050. So this brush is going to be extremely unpredictable. That's kind of what I want, though. These kind of jagged rocks. They look super cool, potentially. But let's actually, we'll start with the big one. So we'll do 20, 90 first. And I'm just gonna, in fact, I'm gonna go even bigger. Oh, I'm not, actually. Screw that. I'm not gonna go even bigger. I'm gonna start by stacking these boys a little bit. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. Yeah, this can work, actually, I think. Stack these up. Yes, good. And now I'm going to go for my jagged one. I'm just going to use this to just fill all of the little edges, all of the nooks and crannies with these rocks. And hopefully the mega sponge. I've been thinking about making some aliases for some of my brushes. Actually, in fact, I have done one. Let's try it out just so I can show you, because I want to see if it works. So if I do BR Weed Killer, it didn't work. Yeah. Okay, well that's the end of that. Awesome. So, going to build this up kind of layer by layer so that we get essentially a super rocky kind of environment. And going to do another layer on the base, and then we'll start to kind of build it up so we get almost like a pyramid of rocks. Yeah. Alright, now we can start to build it up. So we're just poking out of the water now with these guys. So kind of sharp, pointy, nasty, horrible looking rocks is what I'm looking for. And I'm getting them, so that's good. Boom, boom. AU, is that Alternative Universe? Australia? angry, unintelligent. There we go, okay. I should have used different types of rocks, really. In fact, I kind of regret not doing that. In fact, let's start doing that now. Andesite. No, it's diorite. No, it's not. It's andesite. The white one, is it? I always get it wrong. It's diorite. What kind of a AU is it? Is it an Imgal AU? Cool. For more. There we go. Yes. These boulders look awesome, actually. I think I want to go for kind of rock pools and the like. So I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna spread some stuff on top here. Undertale. Oh, that's cool. So what am I gonna go for here? Green terracotta, I think. 15913. BR sphere 15913. But let's do a BR. Rock 15913, and then we'll do mask stone. And actually, we'll need to make that a little bit smaller, so let's do like kind of 390. Height? Yeah, screw it. Let's see what happens. So if I go now like this, I can kind of paint almost like splatters of green on here to be our seaweed. You can probably do some other green things. What else is green? What's green concrete? 25113. So let's do both. 25113. And in fact, let's go to where the water level is and just kind of scatter it around where the water level is. So just above the water level. Oh, hello, Dimitri. It is Dimitri. Hello, friend. It's been a little while. How are you? And this is on the water level, so this should be kind of green. And just keep spreading around. I don't want it to be kind of too patchy. Like, I don't want it to be too splotchy, as it were. I'd rather it was nice and, oh, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I don't want it to be too obviously like small lumps. I want it to be kind of, you know, patchy rather. Alrighty, and now I'm going to do B overlay, D1, and we're going to take sand. And I'm just going to kind of put some sand on top of some of these. Like this, yes. Not too much though, just in kind of the nooks and crannies. And let's see if we can fill some of this area out. Hello, Cozy. Buongiorno, friend. I hope you're well. And hit that spot. I'm just going to kind of spread, basically make small beaches here, but obviously not going to be big beaches because this is supposed to be like kind of rough looking. So here can be a nice little beach, just kind of sheltered a little. And thank you, friend. We got sand in here, a little bit in there. And can we fit somewhere around here, maybe a little. There we go. So I'm essentially trying to capture like super kind of wild rocky shoreline. Partially because it's quick and easy. Hello, I'm Slime. Good morning, friend. How are you today? What else have we got here? I think once we put the water in, that's going to really kind of cover a lot of this stuff. So I think what I'm going to do actually is very carefully use a gravity brush. BR gravity. Do like a size 10. Just going to use this in a few locations, just to try and smooth down a little bit. Open up a hole there. That's going to take a little while to fill. There we go. Oh, it's the police. This one down too. Yes, cool. And that'll do. That's going to take a little while to process. And we get some sand in there. Some gravity in there. Oh, it's really moving way there. Wow, it's really going down. There's a big hole there. This whole rock is just sinking into it. Whoops. Wasn't quite what I had in mind. Right, it's going to take a little while to process, I think. Come on, down you go. Oh, there we go. Great, we've got a nice big solid stone wall there now. Things never as easy as they seem. Alrighty, so let's get a new cylinder sand, and we'll just fill in some sand here. You view the police arrest through the through real life rather than the internet. Yeah, so this should allow me just to quickly kind of fill out this area, make it into a little bit of a beach. Well, not a beach so much as a sandy spot. Oh gosh. I overdid sand there. Let's just, whoa, let it go. Goodness. Sand is funny to work with like that. Cool. To be honest, I shouldn't rush this. I feel like I'm rushing this area, and I probably shouldn't do that. Give it the TLC that it deserves. You know, every area is beautiful, even the ones that are designed to be ugly. And we should treat them as such. So I think what I'm going to do is just actually put like kind of beaches in here, in the places where there was a number of mistakes in that, but I understood what you meant. Hopefully it's not the grammar police. And so I don't know the exact mechanics of how sand is distributed, but I imagine that it's more like this than it is like it was. What am I even trying to say? You know what? I might just be quiet for a moment. So that was just terrible English. I hope you guys can understand what I'm trying to do with this build, and it doesn't just look like random blocks. wild and furious coastline. That's what I'm going for. With some beaches on it, just kind of clinging to the side. I know that there probably shouldn't be beaches here, but it's too late now. Committed. So let's put the water back in, I think. Springfield. What does that mean? I'm confused by that statement. Do you mean your English skills, or are you being mysterious? Alright, so we're going to replace water. 366,000 blocks affected. Can you imagine trying to do that by hand? You did not do it right again. Oh, well, we're getting an idea of what this kind of looks like though. It looks kind of ugly, actually. Whoops. Pause 1. Let's try that again. There we go. Cool. So yeah, that looks pretty okay. I think just some kind of TLC is going to be necessary for this. At this point, I can't really see another way of doing this. Just going to have to kind of sand it by hand. Ah, yeah. So were you in... you must be real old then. Were you in the university then? In 1997. That's a long time ago. I was, how old was I in 1997? I was 5 in 1997. So, yeah. I was just learning English back then. And sand in here. I think actually maybe get rid of some of the sand here. Particularly this kind of weird rose sand I've got going on. That's a little bit better, a little bit more organised looking. This area looks good already. It's steep here for the sand. I think I'm going to push the sand back a bit. It's more like this. Random blocks here look a bit weird. Let's get rid of those. Oh, missed a spot. Alrighty, let's just try and grab this real quick. Oh, there we go. Got it. Easy. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I like the seaweed look or not. I think it just looks a bit weird. I think it's too much. Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe we can kind of resolve that with... now, let's see. So if I do brush, sphere, stone, 10, and then I go back and find where I made this brush originally. This one. And I do mask on that, and then actually I want to do brush, sphere, stone. Yes. Okay. There we go. I can just use this to kind of fade the edges of this a bit. Should make it look a little better, I think, so we don't have quite such big kind of just chunks, like here, for example. Essentially what I'm doing is replacing, each time I click, I'm replacing 1/3 of the affected blocks with stone. Yes, cool, cool. That's a lot better, actually. It's way nicer. Let's whack once in there and just get rid of a few of those. Yeah, much more slime looking. Yeah, it's important. English is I know obviously I'm a native speaker, so I have a somewhat biased opinion, but you know, if it wasn't English, it might be French, or it might be you know, it could have been Russian or Esperanto or something. But having a common language, I think, is very important. You know, it lets us stops us being divided so easily, which is a big danger to everybody, being divided. You know, everybody wants the same thing, really, ultimately. Same things. Nobody wants, you know, nobody wants bad things to happen to themselves or to other people, and we can speak, we can communicate that to each other. So I think it's real important that we speak that a common language exists, and I mean, it's convenient for me that it's English, but cool. So we have a bit of a shoreline here, and suppose we should do more stuff. Oh, you know, I'm just not feeling on top of my game today. So maybe I'm gonna call it a day at that, and we can maybe come back to this later. That looks cool. The green under the water looks nice. Oh. Well, we did some work today, so that's good. Made some decent progress, and yeah, I think I'm gonna have to head off because I'm just not focused, and yeah, there's no point in making a rubbish build or a rubbish stream. So I'm gonna say thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully I'll be feeling a bit better, or a bit more focused tomorrow. Alrighty, friends. Bye bye. Oh, it's so bright now. I didn't realize. Bye. Yeah, I think I'll stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, right? Thursday? Oh yeah, I'll stream tomorrow, I think. I'm not sure, but probably. Bye bye.